Hello students, I welcome you all on this YouTube channel. So, today we will discuss the DC motor characteristics. So, first of all, we will discuss separately excited DC motor, right? So, separately excited DC motor, I told you separately excited machine. Separately excited machine means its field winding is excited from separate DC source, right? So when you provide a separate DC excitation, that means you provide DC excitation externally by some DC voltage, right? By some DC voltage, right? Then you will get a flux, right? So here this is called separate excitation. So for one particular fixed value of DC applied voltage, the field current will be unique, and for that particular unique field current you will get a unique and constant value of flux, right? So for fixed applied DC voltage, your flux will be constant, right? Now if you further ignore armature reaction effect, then you can write for separately excited DC machine, flux is fixed, right? So this is fixed as long as you are not changing this DC applied voltage, right? So now first characteristic, let us draw between EA and IA. EA is the armature induced voltage and IA would be the armature currents, right? So if you apply KVL, Kirchhoff's voltage law in this loop, then you can write the circuit equation, right? So here apply Kirchhoff's voltage law like this. So minus to plus VT minus IARA, right? In this machine there is armature resistance also in this armature. So minus IARA minus EA, right? Or you can write EA is equal to VT minus IARA. I have already explained this in great detail. So this circuit equation of DC motor, it comes out to be EA is equal to VT minus IARA. So you have to plot a graph between EA, that is armature induced voltage, and armature current IA. So EA let us plot on horizontal vertical axis, right, on this axis, and IA let us plot on this horizontal axis, right? So if you analyze the nature of this equation, E is equal to VT minus IARA, then you will come to know that it is Y is equal to C minus MX type equation, right? So now you can plot M is a slope of this line, right, which is equal to minus RA, right? Slope is minus RA, right? And intercept on this vertical axis, which is induced EMF axis in armature, it is equal to terminal voltage VT, right? So this is my input supply voltage to the motor at the terminals, which I have represented by V suffix T. Suffix T stands for terminals, right? And these terminals are input for the motor, right? Just opposite to generator, right? For generator, these terminals will be output terminals, right? But for motor, these terminals are input terminal across which you have applied the supply voltage at the terminals, which is VT. So this is input for the motor, these terminals. Now here slope is negative, right, which is minus RA. So that means you will get this kind of characteristic. It is falling characteristic like this, right? So negative slope, it has got its own technical name, that is called as droop, D-R-O-O-P. Droop means negative slope, right? Droop indicates the negative slope, right? So either you write slope is equal to minus RA or you write droop is equal to RA, both are one and the same, right? So this is EIA characteristic. So next characteristic is torque versus IA, right? electromagnetic torque T versus Ia, right? So here armature this torque T is equal to K phi Ia, right? See how to derive this torque equation. T is equal to K phi Ia. It is very easy. So here just have a look at it. So how to derive this equation? T is equal to K phi Ia, right? So this T is basically electromagnetic torque, right? Electromagnetic torque. So you know that T or TE, suffix E stands for electromagnetic torque. So this capital T is electromagnetic torque. If suffix E is omitted, then you should understand that this is electromagnetic torque. So electromagnetic torque developed TE, it would be equal to TE or T equal to P developed in armature divided by angular speed of armature, right? So P developed in armature is EA into IA, right? Because armature induced voltage is EA only, right? So write EA into IA, armature current IA, divided by angular speed of rotor, that is omega, right? So here in place of EA, just write E is equal to K phi omega m, which we have earlier derived in EMF equation. So in place of EA, put this whole value K phi omega m here. So K phi omega m into IA by omega m, right? Omega m get cancelled from here, right? So what is left? Ka phi Ia. T is equal to K phi Ia, right? Where Ka is a constant, right? K is fixed value, it's a number for particular machine,